Let's talk about Doge for a minute. Elon's got him spinning, doesn't he?
I don't know who the them you're referring to is, but if Elon's got him spinning, I'm assuming it's from all of the ketamine.
Hadn't heard Vivek's name too much lately.
Being irrelevant because you immediately got fired from the job you were supposed to do will have that effect.
Anyway, Elon, he's just trying to show accountability.
Yeah, guys, come on. Elon is just trying to provide accountability. I mean, it's just like Michael Vick. He was just trying to run a dog shelter, and Trump's buddy Jeffy was providing free childcare. I mean, obviously, that's why Elon fired all of the people who were investigating his companies for lack of accountability, because only he can provide that accountability.
I get tickled at him. They're like, he's gonna get your social security. What does the richest dude in the world need your social security number for?
That is an excellent fucking question. Why does the richest man in the world need access to your and my social security numbers? Why does the richest man in the world and his team of 12-year-old programmers need unfettered, unrestricted access to our personal financial information, to people's healthcare information, to veterans' private information? It's funny how he's supposedly in there to root out fraud and waste, but he didn't hire auditors or forensic accountants. He didn't hire detectives. He didn't hire experts in these fields. He hired programmers. So what is he going to do with all of our personal information? You guys are so close. You're asking the right questions, but for the wrong reasons, and I get it. Critical thinking never really been your strong suit, which is why you're just regurgitating shit you heard Joe Rogan tell you. But it still never ceases to amaze me, no matter how many times I see it, that you guys can impale yourself with literally all of the points, like you're tailgating a logging truck in Final Destination, and still miss the points. And just to try to get through the Stephen King level mist of fucking brain fog you've got floating around in there, think about it this way. If Joe Biden had done this and gave George Soros the type of access and power that Elon Musk currently has, you all would lose your fucking shit. Y'all have been losing your shit about George Soros doing shit that you yourself made up and pretended he's doing. And I'm still over here waiting for those George Soros checks you morons promised us we were gonna get. So if George Soros was doing even one of the things that Elon is currently doing, you all would have a fucking meltdown and go into a QAnon deep state rant until you gave yourself a fucking stroke. As you should, because it would be fucking asinine and insanely wrong to give an unappointed, unelected, unconfirmed by Congress billionaire unlimited access to our private financial information. So we would be there with you. We would be calling that shit out immediately, as you should be here with us, but you're not, because you're a fucking hypocrite. And this isn't even a political thing. This isn't a right versus left, a Democrat versus a Republican thing. This is the entirety of the working class against a few rich assholes who are committing a fucking coup. But y'all are so desperate to own the libs that you just voluntarily jump in your little cuck chair to bootlick billionaires. It is disgusting. You all are cheering on our country being turned into a Putin-style kleptocracy in real time, all because your entire personality revolves around your weird fetish where you call an old man daddy and make it your entire life's goal to be the most disgusting and annoying people humanly imaginable to anybody whose IQ doesn't require a well drilling rig to find. Why are you like this?
What are you guys afraid of?
I don't know, an authoritarian coup becoming the downfall of our democracy?
Listen, people on both sides of the aisle are guilty. I would say that the left is a little bit more guilty.
Y'all just elected a 34-time convicted felon whose administration had more criminal convictions than any other administration in history. And the two runner-ups are Nixon and Reagan. Those three administrations have more indictments and convictions than all other administrations put together. There's only one president in the history of our country that had a jury in a court of law level a guilty verdict against him, and he damn sure ain't on the left. Look, I'll sit here and talk shit about Democrats all day long, but be so for fucking real right now. How much Botox was required to be injected into your cheeks to give you the ability to say that with a straight face? Because even you aren't dumb enough to believe that bullshit.
He's just trying to show accountability. Show me the receipts. Here's $100 grand. If you can't tell me where you spent $100 grand or $1 billion or whatever the number is, that's a problem.
Once again, you all impale yourselves with the point like you're an extra on Walking Dead. The spike is through you, but you don't seem to fucking notice. We absolutely should have accountability and itemized audits of things, and it would be great if that was happening, but Elon Musk fucking fired the people who do that. Elon Musk has received $20 billion in taxpayers' money. He gets $8 million a day of our money. Funny how the man who calls you a parasite isn't giving us an audit of those. We haven't received any itemized receipts for that. What does our little Elon simp have to say about that? Fucking crickets. Funny how he's not getting us itemized receipts from the Department of Defense. You know, the department that's passed their audits a whopping 0 times in the history of its existence. What say you about that, Jiminy? Pentagon, which has one of the biggest budgets on the entire fucking planet and hemorrhages billions of dollars a year into the ether that can never be accounted for and are never seen again. And Elon Musk is over here shutting down USAID, a program which accounts for 1% of federal spending. A program which could pass its audits and give you those itemized receipts you disingenuously bitch about. A program that, now that it's gone, will cause 29 million people in one country, in Ethiopia alone, to suffer from malnutrition. In one country, hundreds of thousands of children are going to go hungry, and an estimated 12,000 people a month will eventually end up dying because of him cutting that program. You're seriously over here star-linking Elon's cock to your tonsils over him cutting a program like that with a $40 billion budget for waste and fraud that doesn't exist, while the Pentagon cannot account for over $2.5 trillion in assets. Give your knees a break and sit all the way the fuck down, and for the love of God, please stop trying to talk when there's a billionaire's balls resting on your chin. Because clearly you don't have a gag reflex, but the noise you make when you do that gives all of us who aren't class traders the dry heaves.